Hello everyone, myself Dr. Harisankar Singh. So far, we have discussed the Maxwell equation in static field, free space and time varying fields. Now, in this video, I will be giving the details of Maxwell's equation for harmonically varying fields, or you can say time harmonic fields. That is, field vectors that vary with the space coordinate and are sinusoidally function of the time are called as a harmonically varying fields. So let's start. So far, our assumption of time dependence of the electromagnetic fields was arbitrary. To be specific, we shall assume that fields are time harmonic. Let us consider that the specific scenario where the fields are time harmonic. Generally, time varying electric and magnetic fields and their sources, that is rho v and j, depends on the spatial coordinates, that is x, y and z, and the time variable t. However, if their time variation is sinusoidal with the angular frequency omega, then this quantity can be represented by phasor that depends on x, y and z only. The time harmonic fields is one that varies periodically or sinusoidally with the time. Sinusoidal analysis of the practical value, since all voltage and current in practice are sinusoidal. Assuming that the fields are varying harmonically with the time, these can be extended to most waveforms by Fourier analysis. Sinusoidals are easily expressed in phasor, which are more convenient to work with. Before applying phasor to electromagnetic fields, it is worthwhile to have a brief review of the concept of phasor. A phasor is a complex number that contains the amplitude and phase information of a sinusoidal oscillation. For example, Z can be written as x plus jy, and in the phasor form it can be written as r angle phi. In the rectangle form, x is the real part of z and y is the imaginary part of z. And it can be also written as z is equal to r e to the power j phi, where phi is the angle and r is the magnitude. And after the Euler expansion of e to the power j phi, we can written as z is equal to r cos phi plus j sin phi, where j is equal to square root of minus 1 and r is the magnitude of z given by square root of x square plus y square, and the phi is the phase of z and it will be given by tan inverse y by x. Here z is equal to x plus jy is the phasor represented in rectangular form, and z is equal to r angle phi is the phasor represented in the polar form, and z is equal to r e to the power j phi is the phasor represented in the exponential form. You can see this figure with two forms, that is the rectangular and polar representing z, are illustrated. Now to introduce the time element in phasor, we take phi is equal to omega t plus theta, where theta may be a function of time or space coordinate, or you can say constant. Therefore, we can substitute the value of phi in above exponential form to get real and imaginary part separately in terms of phi and introduced time element also. That is, r e to the power j phi can be written as r e to the power j omega t plus theta, and this will be equal to r e to the power j omega t and e to the power theta. Hence, real part is given by real of r e to the power j phi, and this will be equal to r cos omega t plus theta, and imaginary part is given by Im of r e to the power j phi, and this will be equal to r sin omega t plus theta. Real part is represented by cos and imaginary part is represented by sin term. A sinusoidal current it is equal to I naught cos omega t plus theta and equals to the real part of I naught e to the power j theta e to the power j omega t, because real part of this will having cos term here. The current I dash t is equal to I naught sin omega t plus theta, which is the imaginary part of I naught e to the power j theta e to the power j omega t. Because this is imaginary term, so we will have sin term. And it can also be represented as real part of I naught e to the power j theta e to the power j omega t multiplied by e to the power minus j 90 degree, because we know that cos alpha minus 90 is equal to sin alpha. So when we will open this, we will find I naught sin omega t plus theta, which is imaginary part. However, while performing mathematical operation, one should be consistent in using real part or the imaginary part of the quantity, but never both at the same time. The complex term I naught e to the power j theta, which results from dropping the time factor e to the power j omega t in it, is called the phasor current denoted by Is. That is why we can write as Is is equal to I naught e to the power j theta, and this will be equal to I naught angle theta, where I naught is the amplitude of current it and theta is the angle. Here subscript S denotes the phasor form of current IT. Thus IT is equal to I naught cos omega t plus theta, the instantaneous form, and can be expressed as IT is equal to real of Is e to the power j omega t. In general, a phasor is a complex quantity and could be a scalar or a vector. If a vector A x y z t is a time harmonic fields, then the phasor form of vector A is ax xyz, and these two quantities are related as A xyz t is equal to real of as xyz e to the power j omega t. Here you can notice that phasor is a function of position, not a function of time. Let us take an example for more clarity. If vector A is equal to A naught cos omega t minus beta x unit vector ay, then we can express vector A as vector A is equal to real of A naught e to the power minus j beta x unit vector ay e to the power j omega t, and this can be written as real of in bracket as e to the power j omega t, where vector S is A naught e to the power minus j beta x unit vector ay. So we can conclude that del A by del t is equal to del by del t real of as e to the power j omega t, and it shows that taking the time derivation of the instantaneous quantity is equivalent to the multiply in phasor form by j omega. Therefore we will have del A by del t is equal to j omega s, and similarly integral of A del t is equal to vector A divided by j omega. That means if differential form is there, so we will multiply j omega with the vector quantity, and if integral will be there, so we will divide the vector by the j omega quantity. And note that real part is chosen as in the circuit analysis, but the imaginary part could equally have been chosen. The basic difference between instantaneous form, that is vector A x y z t, and its phasor form as x y z is that the earlier is time dependent and real, whereas the latter is time invariant and generally complex. So in this factor, as is basically phasor form of the vector A. Now we will see how Maxwell's equation can be treated in the time harmonic fields. Here the time factor e to the power j omega t has been assumed. So all the forced Maxwell equation in the time harmonic fields are given here. So first equation, that is del dot d is equal to rho v, is modified in the time harmonic as del dot ds is equal to rho vs. Here ds and rho vs is basically phasor representation of the d and rho v. Similarly, in the integral form, surface integral d dot ds is equal to volume integral rho v dv will be changing in the time harmonic as surface integral ds dot ds is equal to rho vs dv. Similarly, ds and rho vs is the phasor form of d and rho v. And second Maxwell equation will also be modified for the time harmonic fields, that is del dot b is equal to 0 will be written as del dot bs is equal to 0. Here bs is the phasor form of the magnetic field B, and in the integral form closed surface integral b dot ds is equal to 0, and in the time harmonic it can be written as surface integral bs dot ds is equal to 0. Here bs is the phasor form of B. And the third equation is also modified, that is generalized form is del cross E is equal to minus del by del t of V. So in the time harmonic fields, the differential form is written as del cross Es is equal to minus j omega Bs. Here j omega is given for del by del t term and Bs is phasor form of B, and Es is the phasor form of electric field E. And in the integral form, the generalized form is basically closed integral E dot dl is equal to minus del by del t surface integral d dot ds. So in the time harmonic field, we can write as integral over contour C Es dot dl is equal to minus j omega surface integral bs dot ds, and j omega term is basically for the del by del t term, and bs is phasor form of B and Es is the phasor form of electric field E. And the Maxwell fourth equation will be modified in the time harmonic as del cross Hs is equal to Js plus j omega ds. Js is the phasor form of conduction current J, and j omega is for del by del t term, and ds is the phasor form of D. And in the integral form, the fourth Maxwell equation for the time harmonic field can be written as closed integral over contour C Hs dot dl is equal to surface integral Js plus j omega ds dot ds. Here Js and ds are the phasor form of J and D respectively, and j omega term is for del by del t. So all these four equations are given in the time harmonic fields, how these fields are changing due to the time harmonic fields from the generalized equations. So far we have discussed the Maxwell equation and all these Maxwell equations for the different fields, that is free space, static field, time harmonic field and time varying field. So here we have finished the Maxwell equation in all the forms. Thank you for watching this video.